Welcome back, everybody. Billy back at it again, and it's lit! Alright. So we just arrived in Firelink Shrine, and we made it out of the tutorial area, so now we're kind of in the general hub world. This is going to be our home for the rest of the game. Let's talk to this fella.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead.
If you look really closely, you'll notice his lips aren't moving.
But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum.
So I guess everyone in this game is a telepath.
Now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are actually 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So,
that line right there is basically this game in a nutshell. Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. Alright. Get used to the creepy laughs. That's a staple of these fellas. Alright, what do we got here? Humanity! Alright, we're actually going to do that now. So, humanity is one of the other key resources in this game, since we are undead after all. Basically, whenever someone dies in this world, they come back to life over and over again. Live, die, repeat. And eventually, they just go completely nuts. Like, they lose a little bit of themselves each time they come back. And eventually, they go hollow and just become basically husks. Without really any direction other than either just those guys back at the asylum leaning against walls, or a lot of the enemies in this game. So, to combat that, you can use humanity to temporarily restore yourself, including your appearance. So that's how we reverse the zombie curse a bit. And now we look normal-ish. Let's see if we take our helmet off. Yep. Got our good old golden mop. Cool. And humanity lets you do a few things, but that's one of the key ones. So that we're human, let's see what else we can do around here. This fellow had to say.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? If not, I'd prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Wow, rude.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance.
Oh, that thing you said 3
seconds ago? But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Oh, he gave us a penny. Toss a coin, I guess.
Oh my. You again? Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles?
Miracles?
Would that please you?
Sure.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Oh, sorry, I don't associate with the covenant. We're not
That
doing
is a
that.
shame. But each to their own. Speak to me if you have a change of...
Unlikely, friend. Alright. So that guy back at the fire gave us a couple things to go on. Importantly, we have to ring a couple of bells. And there's going to be one under us and one above. So we're going to start heading up. Let's see if we can ring the old bell. Alright. We don't really do a lot of damage at this stage. What you can do is two-hand. to get a little bit extra. Let's see if our parry's working again. Oh! Got him! Alright, we're gonna take care of this guy up here. Oh, and his friends. Oh, why the triggers? Got him. In we go. Carry on, Sebastian. Yeah, heal up a little. Alright, as we're making our way through the Undead Burg here, gonna keep an eye out for items on the ground. I think we have encountered a fog wall back at the asylum, but you'll see these every once in a while. Sometimes they're just a transition to a new area. Oftentimes they're actually the entrance to a boss room, so just a word of warning there. We just picked up an item. Soul of a lost undead who has long ago gone hollow. Used to acquire souls. Yeah, so the currency in this game, even though we have a coin... oh, hello dragon. Even though we have a coin... Even coins of great value in the world of men have little value in Lordran, where the accepted currency is souls. So we use that for everything from purchasing items and exchanging with merchants to leveling up. And those items we have before, we'll use one of those now. They basically just give you a bundle of souls. So, larger ones are worth more. So that's one of the ways you can get money in this game, but also by killing enemies. And certain other means. Oh, just gotta drop something. A cracked shield. I don't think that's gonna help us very much. Got him. Praise the sun. Alright, we found a new bonfire. So, one thing that's interesting is that back at Firelink Shrine, that is a kindled bonfire, which means that we actually get more out of our Estus flask when we rest there. So, that gave us 10, but you'll notice when we rest here, we're still at 9. So, anytime you'd rest here would give you 5 back. But you keep the ones that you haven't used in excess from the last bonfire. So, we don't get a full refill, but we still have the ones that we started with at least. It's better than 5. This area can be a little tricky. We're gonna firebomb the bridge, so we gotta make a run for it. Ah! I don't know why that button is refusing to work. Come on. Gotcha. Heal up here. I always forget about this room. I don't actually remember what's in here. Oh, nice. Got some firebombs of our own. Oh, hello. Yeah, one-on-one, especially with these lower level enemies, parries are much easier to pull off. They're usually more advantageous with some of the stronger enemies, but they can also one-shot you, so it can be a little riskier. So we're just getting some practice in here. That's another nice thing about this game. You can actually go and take a number of different paths, fight different bosses out of order. But if you do it the regular way, it does a pretty good job of previewing the mechanics you're going to need in the next area. So it does actually give you help, you just have to keep an eye out for it. Oh! That's kind of funny. We accidentally fell into an area we're not supposed to be in yet, and we very much did not survive, so it won't really matter anyway. So you'll notice what happens when we die. We lose our humanity, so we're back to being hollow. And we also lose the souls that we had previously acquired. They're not gone forever, right now at least. But we do have to make it back to where we died in order to recover them. They don't go away after a certain amount of time. The only thing that can take them from us is if we die again without retrieving them. Then they're gone forever. So we're going to want to make our way back. We probably don't need to fight all these enemies, I just don't want anyone to sneak up behind us. You'll notice that our Estus still hasn't refilled all the way. So we're going to have to be a little more sparing in our use of it here. Oh. Fighting multiple enemies like this, you probably don't really need to lock on. Pine resin. That's a little bit of an item to imbue your weapons with different magical properties. Gold pine resin is going to be lightning. So, if you have a standard weapon like we do, our longsword, you're going to be able to buff that with lightning for a short amount of time. Which will increase our general damage, especially to enemies who are weak specifically to lightning. But that'll just last for a short amount of time. We did manage to get our souls back, but unfortunately, that still doesn't make us human. You do have to use a humanity and sit at a bonfire again to make that change. You'll also notice in the top left we have a counter at 1 right now. And that is actually also humanity. Oh, let's try not to die again here. Yeah, back up and heal. That is also humanity, but instead of it being an item you carry, it's kind of just part of you. But you can still use it in the same way to reverse your undead condition. So next time we're at a bonfire, we're going to try to do that. The reason we have that is every once in a while, when you reach an accumulation of souls, dead enemies, etc. in an area, you kind of get like a free level to help you out in your journey. Alright. That guy's a little strong for us right now. We're having trouble with some of the lower level enemies. So we'll come back to this guy. Oh. Another trap. Yeah, particularly in an area as narrow as Undead Burg, you can very easily get bottlenecked by enemies behind you and traps in front, so it's usually good form to take out any enemies you encounter so they can't sneak up on you later. Be wary of strange creature. Traverse the white light. So this is one of those fog doors. It didn't trigger a boss fight, but this is very much a boss area. Couple archers up here. Yeah, this is a good example. If you don't take these guys out, then the entire time you're fighting the boss, they're just going to be raining death on you from behind. See if we can copyright claim for the boss music. Always look for an opportunity. You get the jump on these guys. Get a plunge attack. Now using our pine resin. Piece of cake. Yeah, some of these early bosses aren't particularly difficult, especially the items they give you in the area. But it just helps you get acclimated to this kind of combat. It'll definitely ramp up later. Praise the sun. Alright, I think that'll do it for this particular chapter, so I will see you guys next time.